Good evening, everybody, and happy Monday, Labor Day Monday. This is Leah Ryan and Loftman Richard from the Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club of Ontario and the Pioneer One Loft Race here with your Monday night family show, where we talk anything and everything to do with pigeons, pigeon racing, one loft racing, you name it. If it's pigeon related, we talk about it. I'm going to do what I do best and check to make sure we're live on Facebook and YouTube and send it over to my family, Loft Manager Ryan and Loft Manager Richard. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, Ricky. How are you? Good evening this evening.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
It's not me.
I'm
You're
still
hey,
upset. You want to
I'm
hit
not
me?
I'm not having the heart problems like you are. I hope you're feeling better, Ryan. And
Ricky,
I'm very happy that
Ricky.
you bailed yourself out.
I did.
But you got to be careful because you
Well-
could make a mistake. Remember, you're not playing your life. Someone else is playing it. So this is
Who else-
very,
who
very,
else- who
very
else is-
dangerous, Ryan.
Who's playing what?
No, if you're playing with your life and you bail yourself out, you're not ready to come out.
Have you seen how pigeon people are in this
Well,
world?
I'm not talking about pigeon people. I'm talking about you.
I got a job.
I've seen a lot of pigeon people in the world. They're not even pigeon people.
Yeah,
If
but-
that's what you're talking about,
No.
they're just a bunch of horse shit. Okay,
No, hold
so
on.
this is
Yeah,
your
no.
life. Okay.
So if you want, you can just drive me right back down to South Lake.
No, I'm just.
You know what?
All
I
I'm
said-
saying is, I'm so happy that you bailed yourself out. But we gotta watch. You can go right back in, and I know your rates aren't perfect. You're taking drugs. Your legs are feeling funny. You're feeling this way and that way. And you know what? Don't do it. Out of 100,000 pigeon people, there's maybe 1,000 good people. The rest of them are all assholes. Okay, so that's the way I look at it. Assholes in the world.
Wait,
Okay.
you're getting all fired up here.
No, I'm not. I'm just concerned about you bailing yourself out, and
Oh,
it feels so bad. I don't know how you could do it.
I
Don't
was worried because you know what I could
Oh.
see? You kept climbing that hill.
Well,
Climbing up that hill.
climbing a hill. There's no hills to climb, Ryan. Not when the only hill is. It's when you want to get buried on the side of a hill. It's a little harder to dig.
Question for you. If you were to get buried, would you get buried at the top of a hill, on the side of the hill, or at the bottom of the hill?
In the ocean.
Ah.
That's it.
Why the ocean?
Because I like it.
You like,
Just drop me in the ocean. That's it. I'm done.
guys, if you wonder,
Whatever.
what the
But
hell-
don't change the subject. I'm just saying, worry about your health and coming back. And what you're doing is you're basically putting your life on the line. You're right now on drugs, which is you're controlling your bodies with drugs, and they don't even know what you're controlling. So just
Look at the
please,
mark.
just take it easy. You got lots of marks on your arms. That's nothing, okay? But when the day comes, tonight you're gone.
Tonight I'm gone.
So who
Hey,
really gives a
well,
shit? Who really
Wait a
gives a
minute.
shit? Eh?
My question is, if I die before tomorrow's graduation,
Don't ask me a question.
are you going to
because-
take this ship over?
No.
You're just going to let it go?
No, I'm gonna let it go.
You're
That's
gonna
it.
let
I'm
go.
done.
Unbelievable. Guys,
Yeah.
hey, welcome to the Pioneer.
It couldn't be for you.
Family
It'd
show.
never be going.
Like, share, and
Yeah.
subscribe. Subscribe,
Yeah.
like, and share.
That's right. Yeah.
You don't even like what we're doing. You don't even have to subscribe, like, or share. You actually can just turn.
I don't
your
even
phone.
know what you're talking about right now.
Well, I'm telling the
So,
people that we're on the YouTube, we're on the Facebook.
If you want, see that crap you got on your arm?
Yeah, that's the sticky
I
shit.
got-
Can't get off. You got Goo Gone?
Goo gone. We'll take that off. Take your shirt off.
No,
We'll get
the
all the
sticky-
other shit off too.
No, hold
And
on.
by the way, you're lucky.
Why?
You got no hairs on your chest because they just go right on your
Well,
chest with that.
right-
Oh man, thank you very much. Don't
Oh.
worry, sir. We'll take that off.
Oh.
Ah, thank you very much. It's like I love you.
Hey,
You know.
listen,
So I'll get some
Ricky-
Goo Gone.
No,
we
no,
can
no.
take that
We're not-
shit
We're
off.
not doing Goo Gone now.
I got it right now.
I know.
I'll just get it for you.
No, we don't
we
need
can
it
do
now.
your whole body, and
No.
if you want, we can even take your beard off with Goo Gone.
Hey, listen. I mean, you're,
Don't ever
you're-
tell me to listen.
you're pumped up about
I've heard so
tomorrow.
much.
He's pumped up for you. He's all.
No,
You're all pumped up. I can
Want
tell.
to say.
well, I'm on steroids, right?
All right. Good evening to all of our Pioneer family and friends. Welcome to the Pioneer Family Show, where, yes, we are a family and we knitter natter back and forth just like a family does. And that's what makes this show great because we talk as a family. Welcome to everybody. David Tracy says you only get one life, and life is very fragile. David Tracy, I know. And just for the record, Loft Manager Richard, nor myself, nor Big Nance knew that Loft Manager Ryan was going to take this into his own hands and get himself checked out of the hospital, in our opinion, too early. So, for the record, his family thinks it is too early, but he's an adult and he has to do what he's going to do. But we also do not agree with it. But we're going to move on. We're happy to see that he's home and he is now an official Hedgie Heart Award candidate for 2022. Back to you, Ryan.
Feeling better now? We're good. Got that all out? Good.
Feeling better.
Hey.
I've never felt better before. You think I should feel any better? No way.
I gotta say.
I'm so good. I feel so good right now. I'm ready to eat an onion ring cold. Fried onion ring.
Hell with you.
Here we go. Here we go. Done.
Thought you wanted to eat the rings.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I didn't say I was going to eat it.
Nice to see Neil Gonzalez in the house. Long time no see, Neil. Nice to see you on. Mandy says stubborn Karen he is. So he is stubborn, that's for sure.
You're right. Nice to see. I'd like to say nice to see Neil. We haven't heard from him for a while.
How's Pete?
Ever since he dumped the Benson clock.
Come on.
We haven't seen him, but very good, Neil.
He's Leah.
No, I'm gonna.
You're all fired up.
It's going to be one of those evenings.
Watch this, folks.
Tonight.
Watch this.
It's going to be one of these evenings. God.
Why are you getting all fired up? Just settle it down. Bring it back a notch, man. It's okay. Slow down. You look like you're going to have a stroke.
Can somebody check?
You look
my
like
blood
I'm going to have
pressure?
a stroke. I already
Somebody
had a
check
stroke, Ryan.
my
I'm having one right now.
Blood
Good.
pressure.
That's it.
You know, I hope when you fall off the chair, you don't hit your head.
I'm not going to fall off the chair. I hope you don't fall off the chair.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Because it's going to be hard for me to pick you up.
Beavis and Butthead. You guys are going to behave, or you guys are going to run the show yourselves. I'm not babysitting tonight. I'm serious. I'm at my limit here today.
I'm trying not to babysit, but we got old Ricky 7.
All right. It's a great trainer today. 21 miles to the rock. They did a great job today. I'm going to check in with the clock just to see how many have returned, just in case anybody is interested. Give me a moment. Let me get this off and this on. The latest update from the Benzing 21 mile trainer. 225 clocked, last one to clock from Dekine Loft, my tie. At 1918, that's 718. So good job today.
Yeah, good trainer again. It was very boring for them. I could tell it was boring.
Are we down? How many was it again?
225. 225 clocked, and I think about 228 went.
Somebody went for a, what do we call it, a stroll in the park? But that'll happen. That'll happen, especially on east winds. Even though they're tailwinds, east winds are always a funny type of a wind. But yeah, I think those birds came. Good today. If I was to score them on a 10, I'd give them a 6. But they had so much flying them and playing around.
Well, before you guys can carry on, I'm going to play the arrival video.
Oh, don't
on the
play
screen.
the sound to it though, because I'm singing in it.
Yeah, I'm not going to put the sound to it. So if you guys, well, I thought you guys were going to talk about it while I played the video.
He's got to get his glasses. He's got to get his glasses so he can see. That's okay.
He just has to get his glasses. So one moment, please, and we'll do the what do we call it? Instant replay. Instant replay.
Instant replay. we couldn't show you the sky, guys, but they had so much fly. They were dipping and diving. They were coming out of the left and the right and around and around. And there you go. The camera worked better today.
Yeah, you see, it's a lot clearer. See, oh, there we go.
Oh, there's Molly.
There's Molly.
Molly, she
That was that was incredible. That one.
closed like a tremendous machine, old Molly there. There's Speedy Mama, Phoenix. Yeah. There's the Grizzle from Roman's Law.
So guys, again, this was today's performance from the 21-mile mark. Training flight 34, by the way. Took Molly, what, 28 minutes? 28 minutes today, I believe. Well, took the majority of them 28 minutes.
99% of them. There was some on the roof cooing and playing around.
Yeah, it was trapping today was plain garbage from what I seen. You see it now, but you see maybe 150 birds. Out of 230 birds, trapping was garbage. You take a look on the camera up there in the Twisted Sister, they're just playing around. See them on the roof. I see them playing garbage.
We didn't have them set to go here today.
No,
but
I'm just saying the trapping was garbage.
Well, can I ask you, they had a northeast wind.
Doesn't matter what.
They should have done it in 23 minutes.
That's
they were
right.
At 28 minutes.
That was garbage.
But they were dipping and diving. They're having a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
we weren't racing at 25 miles. We just keeping the car rolling.
I'm just saying, if I look at it,
right,
it was garbage.
Okay.
The birds have been overfed, and that's it. Garbage.
Okay.
Right? I see half of them coming in like bullets, but the other half just played around. And I see when they arrived, there was 12 birds ahead. And then those 12 birds, the other ones, there was 50 came, those 12 birds hooked, and then another 80 came, they hooked, another 50 came, they hooked, and they did about 3 circles, 4 circles, 5 circles. And then 50 decided to drop. And to me, the rest of them, it was all tonight's performance. I'm a coach, was garbage. Okay, that's plain garbage. Garbage.
You're hearing the master
But next time, you know what?
Tomorrow's a different day. We're going to a different battle. Tomorrow's the race day.
Exactly. Tonight they shouldn't have no feed.
Did you feed
But I fed them. Yeah. So tomorrow's going to be a different story. But so we're going to move on from here, folks.
Tell us how you really feel. I'm going to get to the questions and the comments. Daniel Herman says, great drop on the trainer arrival. Mike Vanderyak says, Molly is the new Dart. Mandy says, are they getting bored of going to the same place? Do you think they need to be challenged?
Yeah, we were going to go further. Today we were going to the 80 miles. These birds are ready for 160 miles, 200 miles. They're already ready for it. You can see, but just with cottage country traffic, we talked this morning and we said, hey, you know what? We're not going up there because no matter what time we let them out, the guy that's got to come back, it's not going to be an hour and 40-minute drive. It's going to be a 3.5-hour drive. So you know what? I wasn't going to Brecken because I'm going to hit the traffic people there. Just going up to the Rock, 22 miles. And you know what? They did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They left great and they played around.
I think what you're saying is a very, very poor excuse.
No, okay? I'm not making an excuse.
Wait. We discussed today there were sunny skies up there down to not even Aurelia.
Right.
North of Aurelia, sunny skies for probably about 15 miles south of Liberation. Okay? The rest of the time was total cloud cover, almost like it was going to turn into nightfall. So we're going to take birds. This is my main concern. Take them from beautiful sunny sky, fly about 10 or 15 miles, and then all of a sudden fly into 8 o'clock, 7:30, dark fall. Okay. Overcast, heavy, low.
That was one of our points. That was one of our points.
One of the points was, that was the very last point, traffic.
The traffic,
okay,
no,
right.
I didn't want to go up in traffic.
So I'm saying I wouldn't let those birds up in that, I'd let my own birds up. But right now I'm taking care of 80 people's birds. So what are they going to do? Why did you let them go when they had to fly? Let's say
50 miles and over.
60 miles and heavy overcast, right? With a north east wind. So we played the game safe, and then we also said, "Hey, man, who wants to drive in traffic?" So that was the end result. Now, anybody out there, any of you shooters,
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Well, I'm going to ask you one.
So I'm just saying that's why we held off.
That was one of our. All the points we had were
not
equal
about traffic.
No, they were all equal points, were they not?
Right.
I don't give a shit about
give
a shit about flying them into the dark. I don't give a shit about flying them in the wind.
Not your own birds.
No,
but you're talking about guys with 70 birds in here, and they're all going to go, Phew. Why did you do that? So that's why.
We played a little safer.
Had to play a little safe.
Hold on. What are we doing on Thursday of this week? We're shipping for the first race. So you know what? We're going to give them an extra day. That's exactly what we said. Give them an extra day. Take them to the 21-mile mark. They're going to zip it off. They're going to have fun. And if we wouldn't have called them out of the sky, they probably would have started flying and went for an hour and a half. Probably. We put all the points together and said, you know what? It's time to play for real time on Friday morning. So you know what? Today is not ideal perfect for this graduation. The weather's not perfect. The traffic is going to be shit. Right? Was that not right? We made the decision. Hey, let's wait one day. Tomorrow will be easy.
Basically, I didn't care about the traffic. I'm looking at the weather for the birds.
Yes,
because I know my pigeons can fly on this low sky. They can fly all this stuff, but we're got 70 to 80 people in here, and they go, phew, why? And this is why we want to play the safe game, because basically, if you folks listen, if we F up here, you're going to say, why'd you do it? But if they go on a nice day with clear sky, puffy clouds, and they F up, guess what, boys? They F up. So we're not looking for reasons to point the gun at my head, right?
Either way, that's why we get them confident into these kinds of skies. And guess what? Do you know how you build confidence? You don't have to give them 100 miles of the sky to get the confidence.
100%. That's why we dropped them back. And plus, we had the lake issue, right? That bullshit lake. So we had that issue, and that's why we took them today to the rock.
Right.
They flew.
And I forgot we added the lake into the mix. We added a few things into the mix. Okay, move on, Leah.
Mike Vandiak, Ryan, have you been feeding peanuts to Molly?
No, they came in there for carrots and whatever. I had a bit of corn in there.
Okay, who's Molly's bird?
Molly's bird is our buddy there,
Bill Robertson.
Bill Robertson.
Yeah, but on the program, Bill said exclusively, do not feed peanuts until I tell you. So we had to hold back because Bill said don't feed peanuts. So we didn't feed peanuts. You know,
it's in his file.
Right?
We're kidding.
No, we're not kidding. We're serious.
Ted, enough now.
Can you calm down? We've been
something.
riding the lawnmower today.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Farloff says,
how about a shrinked hot dog?
The most important thing is they came back to go training tomorrow. Absolutely. And I think they did a great job. Heather says, it's nice to see Jerry is out of the sick bay and flying again. And we will do a Jerry update at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that. We will bring Jerry on to see how Jerry has been progressing. Mike Vandiak, Molly is a vegetarian. I think all of the birds in Ryan's loft are vegetarians. Michael Peebler, sounds like the Monday night one more time. Sounds like the Monday night one more time. Yes, sounds like it. It's like Groundhog Day around here, Michael Peebler. Just like Groundhog Day. All right, moving right along, guys. Don't forget to post your questions in the comments. Loftman's Richard, do you need a Kleenex? It's going to be a fun show.
No, I just
for those of you that were watching or that were following along on our page, sorry, Loftman's Richard is distracting me. You'll see that I did post up the prize structure for the 8 race series. So there you see it there, all 8 race stations. Your prize points are the same for all 8. First, $1,000. Second, $500. Third, $300. Fourth to 13th, $100 each. And then, of course, we have our champion prize points, which I will show later on in the show. But that is our prize structure for our 8 races. And this is for just the regular series. So this goes to the breeders who entered the birds in the race right from the beginning. This doesn't count for any of our additional series. This is just for the 8 race for the breeders. So if you guys have questions about that, let us know in the comments. Ryan, did you want to talk about that at all? Oh, let me get this off.
Again, it's there's no drops here. We train them to trap, so you got to come through the hole first. It's like going back to when you race pigeons at your own loft. No equal first on this. It's all trapping order. So, guys, don't be mad if there's 5 that come together, or 10 that come together, or 40 that come together. The ones that cross the line first are going to win, and that's just that's how it's going to be. So please.
Well, we have a super sophisticated clocking system.
Right.
Okay.
That's what we have.
So that's going to be fair.
Sure.
Do you ever go to the racetrack and watch the horses run? It's the first horse with the little nose that beats that line. Right. He's in. Right. That's why they have horses with larger noses, because they try and win. Okay. So that's the basics of the whole thing. It's not like this is bullshit. Oh, we got 200.
Okay, Dad, I don't need to make
220 on a drop. Oh my God!
Well, we've been getting 220 on a drop every time we take them out. So don't worry. These people know how it works. They know clocking order. They're not new at this. They? Well, they know. They've been playing this for 5 graduations. Back to you, Leah.
Peter says, did the club combine guys decide to go all 8 races with the one loft birds? We're not really sure. We left it up to them, and I guess we will see who shows up on shipping night. We didn't hear anything. We had that conversation, and then Ryan ended up in the hospital, and we haven't really, to be honest, discussed it since. We don't know.
Who was it?
Every scheduled race, everybody can come and participate.
The only thing is, you got the cherries, boys.
Okay.
You got to have those cherries. If you don't have them, can't come in.
There we go. Okay. Guys, if you have
rocky road, man.
It's gonna be tardy. Maybe we should bring some of the birds to show.
Do you want to show one of your birds, Dad? You want to show some of them? I got them in the basket there. We got some real nice ones.
Henry is going to breed his birds with longer beaks next year. There you go, Henry. That's a good idea. Now you're thinking.
No, wait. Excuse me, but it's not the beak anymore. It's the feet. They have larger feet. That's how they win. Like, pigeons has to have feet, not beaks.
Beaks.
Right? And the bird has to,
Well, what we should do, we should get Benzing to make, for the middle toe on the pigeon, a toe ring.
That's right. A toe, whatever you call it.
Toe ring.
Yeah. Toe ring.
So
toe, what do you call that?
Chip.
Toe chip.
Toe chip.
Right.
Anyway, okay, moving right along. So since we don't have the graduation top birds to show this evening, we decided to do something different, and I think Love Manager Richard is going to show some of his favorites, or some of the favorites that you guys both like in Loft Manager Richard's loft. So it's kind of like a dual show and tell. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to show Jerry at the end and take your questions.
Get this one, folks. We had the birds come in from this toss this evening from 21 miles, 23 miles. When I ride it with my bicycle, it feels like 23 miles. Okay. In the car, it feels like 21 miles. Okay. But we had a bird come in from Aurelia, traps in with our birds, Tavares bird, Derek Tavares bird from Aurelia.
Real nice.
I don't know where it hooked up, but it must have been on that big can there, going up there. They liberated, and it came in. Are you muting me?
No, because I got to watch where you're going.
I got to watch. but it came in a beautiful hen bird, Derek Tavares' bird. We have it here. Did you get a hold of Derek?
No, I got it.
For some reason,
I'll read the number.
it flew 1,400 something.
No, 13.
It flew over the pond there,
The lake,
35 miles or 30 miles, I think it is, across there. Ended up here.
13,843.
Yeah.
Blue bar. Nice pigeon.
Gorgeous hen.
Yeah, really nice. She feels flown out. Like you can feel.
She feels like. So she flew. Where'd she fly today? She flew
Probably Latchford.
Latchford. To us, it's 220 miles, and then but then she's got to fly 20, 30 miles over the lake. So she flew 200 miles.
Whatever she did.
Well, because he's short, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's short to us.
So it flew 230 miles. The bird came in our loft with our birds. 230 miles. That's how many miles the bird flew.
Amazing. She came in, and she very nice hen, but very nice.
Nice. Interesting. Back to you, Leah.
Alrighty then. Gallo, nice to see you on. Oh, Mike Vanderyak says it was Englehart.
276 miles.
To here.
Yeah.
So you gotta knock off about 30 miles for him. 240 miles he flew.
Well, that's what that bird was supposed to fly 240, but it came here, so it flew 276.
Yeah, that's right. That's why it looked beat.
Yeah, that's right.
And I felt that the keel was sticking out, like keel. You could feel
like it overworked.
Yeah,
it did something wrong. It was a little cooked, but hey, it happens. Every bird's different. Go ahead, Leah.
Okay, so why don't we show our first pick? Loft manager Richard wants to grab it.
Go out there, Ricky, and grab one. No, go. The basket's there. They're your birds.
They're my birds.
Yeah, they're not mine. I didn't grab any of mine.
So why'd you grab mine?
As we say when we wait for pigeons on race day, as we wait.
Sherry, nice to see you on. Sherry has a big surprise for us coming up for our first race of the year. We have a special song that Sherry has written for us that we're going to debut for race number 1. So stay tuned for that, folks. Mike Vanderyak, if it came to my loft, it flew 356 miles. Yes, Mike, you do live far. Yep.
If it flew to Belgium, it would have flown 3,000 miles.
Yep. So Loft Manager Richard is going to go grab one of our Pioneer participants that has caught the Loft Manager's eyes. Hopefully. God help us. Please, guys, pray for me. I know you guys have all been praying for Ryan the past week, but this evening, do me a favor. Send some prayers my way, because I'm going to need them. Peter, is there a shipping limit for club members? No, there isn't. The members had opportunities to put as many birds as they want on the transporter and buy as many money bands as they wanted to. So we will see what they come up with. Oh, here we go. We're going to wait for Loft Manager Richard.
And you could, if you give me the bird. And you could ship old birds if you wanted to.
Yes, and you can ship old birds if you want to as well, if you're a club member. Thank you, guys. All right, who do we have there?
I'm going to bring this bird in, and I hope there aren't any children listening. Hope this is an adult show. This bird is holy fuck. This is a nice pigeon.
Thanks.
Right.
Kid show.
That is a damn nice pigeon.
Yeah, it is real nice.
Oh boy. Wow.
Why is it so nice, Rain?
Perfect. Real nice in the hands.
What do you like?
The muzzle, the muscle, the keel, everything's popping right out.
Can anybody tell me in the audience if they know, because we're not going to say who it is, if anybody knows by looking at this pigeon who it is, what the name of the pigeon is? This is in Loft Manager Richard's loft. We'll give you a hint. Is it American or Canadian, Ryan?
It's a Canadian pigeon.
A Canadian pigeon. Does anybody know who it is? Let me know in the comments if you know who it is. What a beautiful pigeon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the feather on that bird is incredible.
Yeah, the feather, the muscle.
But we're not talking about we're not talking show pigeons, eh? When you go to a show, you feel the feather.
Well, there's a
Want me to tell you?
huge difference between show
No,
pigeons
there's
and
when you go to a show, you feel the feather.
Leah was talking. Let her finish. Then you talk. Then I'm going to talk. Listen.
No,
Is it working?
I was
No, you cut her
I
off.
was talking about feather.
She was talking about differences in show and this and that. Leah, finish
Oh.
what you were saying.
I feel that there is a big difference between show pigeons and racing pigeons. That's not even the same thing. It's like comparing a beauty queen to an Olympic gymnast. They're completely two different things. But anyway, that's a beautiful pigeon. A beautiful racing pigeon.
I'm not into show pigeons.
Like no, but
Nothing.
I'm just saying the feather on that thing is like, and she's so super. She's like a
Two
show
slap
queen.
nuts, Michael Peebler says. Who's two slap nuts? Who is that? Michael Peebler. Who is that supposed to be? Frank Eichhorn says Knuckles. Is it Knuckles?
Nope.
What's the band number, Ryan?
I know who it is. You want me to say who it is? It's 4884.
Oh, I see. I see. I'm looking
That's
it
a
up
cock.
on. Go ahead.
Actually, that's a cockbird.
Yeah, he's nice, Mr. Snowy. Nice pigeon. Beautiful pigeon. Boy,
It
this
is
pigeon.
Snowy from Stingray Loft, also known as Ray Sheeran. Snowy, the 4884. It is definitely a cock, as shown here on our website. Very nice. Look at how nicely. Now, remember, guys, these photos, the majority of them were taken when the birds first came in. So, really, as wee little youngsters. And just look at how nicely Snowy has developed.
Yeah, this is a nice tight little pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see after 8 races how we do. But right now, this pigeon's in 1200 or out of 10. It's a 12 in condition. Feather, everything. A little bit up on the molt, and you can see on the wings. If you see the red, you probably won't be able to see it, but
yeah, you can see it there.
I don't know on the camera. I don't think it's that good, but you can see all that nice red mineral we use.
Very nice. ABC Loft has a question while we have a look at Snowy there. It says a skinny bird giving meds and feed for over a week and still skinny, not gaining weight at all. Is this bird too far gone?
Well, if you want to be a ruthless pigeon flyer and it's your own bird, just eliminate it. If you want to play around and baby it and see if it comes back and just don't give it no more meds, food and water, and leave it, you can do that. It's either way, whatever you want. If it was me, and I just eliminate it.
Maybe the bird has worms or something. I mean, it could have worms. Maybe it's eating. It's the worms are taking all the feed. So
Have you checked inside the mouth? I mean, have you checked the throat? Have you seen if there's any kind of an obstruction that's preventing it from eating? What's its poop like? Is it runny? Does it have diarrhea? Is it drinking more than normal? I mean, it's kind of hard to say when we're not 100% sure what may or may not be wrong with it, right?
Leah has some good points there.
Yeah, how are the other birds in the loft? The other birds are all like steel?
The first thing I do is I check its throat, see if it's plugged. I check its rear end, just see what's looking nice and clean at the rear end. You could hear if it's rattling, respiratory problems. Like Leah said, there's little things in there and little things to check. The other thing is...
We just fix the dog first before we start getting howling dogs.
Excuse me. The other thing to check is Did you train it? How's it coming in
Okay,
training?
We're talking about how many different things. Let them get a chance to
But
answer.
what I'm saying is, let's say the person put this bird to, for example,
I don't want to get into this. No, I'm not. Next point, Leah.
Travaris bird came in today in here. It flew 279 miles. It comes in. I believe the can released this morning. It came from 270.
You said that
76
times.
miles.
Next point.
It came in here. The keel is sticking out like a knife. So that tells me this bird cannot hold its constitution, its weight. It can't hold it. There's something going on there. Okay. That can be a chemistry in the bloodline, or there's something wrong with the bird. I take that bird, I put him in the loft. You got to see how he acts within 2 hours, how he bounces back. But that bird lost too much weight. That bird that came lost too much weight for 275 miles. Unless Travaris sent it skin and rails, which I don't think the man's that dumb to send it. So there we're looking at it. So this person here says, well, my bird's, this and that. Take a look at what you've done with the bird, what you put with the bird. Look at its throat. Listen for a rattle. Check its rear end. All this shit. And if this bird can't keep up with the group, if everything looks perfect to you, maybe it's got worms. But if the rest of the birds all look good, this bird here's got a problem probably, right? Elimination maybe.
David Tracy says, I've always felt that soft, silky feathers can fly better in the rain.
Yeah, I don't know. I would assume. I always notice when you handle national or Olympiad pigeons, you never have dry feathered pigeons, but they always have super feather. I never had it handled a nice a super winning pigeon with dry feather. They always have.
Although I noticed you've been handling this pigeon quite a bit, and I notice on your the beautiful T-shirt, there's very little down on that. So down is powder, which they should have. But this pigeon has a nice feather, very nice silky feather, almost falls out of your hands.
So getting back to Hector's question, and he's replying to you guys. He says the bird looks healthy, but it got lost in a race. It was walking in someone's backyard for 2 days. I put the bird in a cage by itself for 1 week. It eats, but it's still skinny and it does not want to fly.
She's cooked. The bird just did exactly what we just talked about. Tavares did. The bird gave everything he had, and he burnt everything inside of him. Everything. He stopped at someone's place. He's walking around, and again, they don't really know how to forage. The stress goes on them. It comes off them. Comes off them. Comes off them. Now you got him in a cage here, and in the loft. You're seeing the quality of the pigeon. Bouncing itself back is what we talked about, right? How quickly do you bounce back? How quickly do you bounce back?
Well, I like to see a pigeon come home from a race. If it's a hard race, a headwind, heat comes in, he lands, his wings are open, struggles in, and he comes in race time. I'm not saying he comes 4 hours after or even 2 hours. He comes in, he takes a drink or so, you say, oh, he worked so hard. Look at him. He looks beat, man. I go in 3 hours after, take a look at him. He better bounce back. If he doesn't, he's done.
And this bird made a wrong move. Okay. Bad move. And he burned himself out. And you
number one.
Is the bird going to be a problem?
Number one. Travaris bird came in today. Right? Here.
Sorry.
No. Sorry. But we don't put him back on a bus going back, okay? He's done.
You're getting crazy.
No, I'm not crazy. It's the truth. It's the truth.
No, but we're talking about this guy's situation with the bird.
Well, you can just hear it.
What would you do with the bird? What would you do with that bird?
I would take it back, eliminate it.
Eliminate it. So there you go. Elimination.
Okay. So we're moving along. Peter says, here's the problem. ABC is giving a bird meds for an unknown problem. Call 1 to save 50. And I think for those of you guys who have more years experience, I think ABC is a relatively new flyer, and I think we try to do the best with what we know how to do. If the bird comes home, I think Hector's trying to do what he feels is best to try and treat his bird, his athlete, and that's why he's come on here to ask the question.
Okay. So you pick the bird up at somebody's house, 10 miles away, a mile away, 100 miles away. Your bird made the wrong turn. He tried his very best, but he cooked. His brain got cooked, his body got cooked out, and now he's lost. Medication don't fix him. Put him back in the loft, give him some food and water, see how he bounces back. Medication doesn't fix that. And he didn't get lost because of, I don't think, medication. I mean, if you shipped all your other birds, everybody come good. This bird made a wrong turn. But you see the quality in the pigeon, the quality in the pigeon inside of himself. It doesn't matter the bloodline of it. The heart he's got in himself and the resilience to bounce back. He didn't bounce back. And again, you'll hear Richard say this from time to time. Don't bring my pigeons home in a box. When you drive to get your pigeon, because it's your responsibility, you bring it home in a box. Didn't complete. Those pigeons in the end normally don't work out. And that's the truth.
Okay.
Take the bird back.
Do your right as a pigeon flyer.
To pick it up.
Go and have it picked up. As soon as you pull out the laneway, elimination. That's it.
Take your head muffs off.
I don't, if it can't fly back, it's done. And if it does fly back and it don't bounce back, you have a pigeon been gone for 2 weeks and he flies back home, you'll feel he's got a certain condition on him. Hey, and he comes back.
Prime example, Jeffrey, he had the hole. He got hit by something.
He got hit by a hawk.
The day we seen him come back,
please don't touch me like that, please.
We seen him on the basket. He turned on. Looked him over, a little bit of a mark. We took him training the one time, a little bit slow. He getting back, worked into it. Now the bird, but he didn't come back home here like a bag of bones.
Came on his own.
Now how's he doing now?
He didn't come back in a box.
How's he doing now? Jeffrey, bang, he's right there.
He looks good.
And you know what? We joked about him because he was so pretty. He's so sexy and dances around. Does he have the heart inside of himself to actually do this, or is he just a show boy? But you know what? Very impressed with this pigeon. He still impresses me. Take this bird back to your basket and bring us out another one.
Like I was saying, I don't bring them back in a box.
Okay.
If I bring them back in a box, they're finished. Done. I'm just being happy to the people. Okay. That's it. Right?
We're happy to have you here. Back to you.
Even if a pigeon strays in my loft,
you don't like. Yeah, I know.
He's as good.
Back to you, Leah.
Mike Van Dyke says, ABC identified the problem. Bird failed to return from a race and flew itself out. It needs TLC and rest, not medication. So there we go, Hector. Hopefully we've been helpful. Thank you for asking your questions. We always like to answer them for you. Don't ever be afraid to ask. Okay, who are we showing next?
Whoever he pulls out of the basket. It's like a free-for-all. Going into the garage. I'm going to mute this when he comes in.
That show like Toddlers and Tiaras that they used to show where like the kids have the meltdowns? That's what this is like, except it's with your 70-year-old father.
Sounds like I want to go back. Can I go?
All the world to see. It's like this is the train wreck here. He's the biggest diva I've ever met in my life.
I know. I was all fired up today. One little mistake I did, and he loses his shit. It's
like, who are you?
I had to go catch his birds for him. I caught his birds for him, and the door opened, and 10 went out. It didn't fly. They went on the landing board. You know what they did, Leah? Started cooing in circles on the landing board. He was out in the loft. He just cursed at me. You're so dumb. Unbelievable. You know what I was going to do just to stick it to him? I was going to take all my birds and let him out. Let my own birds out and say, oh, there you go.
So
I'll
Lafayette
hand it to you
Richard is
tomorrow.
just supposed to be going into the basket to grab a pigeon, and he's now gone to the garage. So we're not 100% sure what he'll be bringing back with him on this journey, but it should be entertaining and blood pressure rising inducing. Surely.
That's okay.
Guys, if you have questions, let us know in the comments. This is probably going to be a short show tonight because it's already
It's
almost gone
on
off
the
the rails a
rails.
few times this evening. And yeah. Anyway,
Hold
tomorrow
on, here
will
it
be
comes.
our graduation for our hotspot number 5, our final one of our boot camp series before we head to the races at the end of the week. Very exciting, guys. Get your pick birds in. I think there's $280 in the pick bird pot for our hotspot number 5 happening tomorrow. Join Ryan tomorrow for live basketing where you get to see all the birds headed up the road. Not sure what time that'll be. I'm sure Ryan will fill us in and let us know. And we're going to see who we have here. Who do we got?
This pigeon here is a hen. This pigeon's already shown a couple times. This is, I'll tell you, that other pigeon we just brought in, he's super nice. He's carrying a bit too much weight for right now, right? This pigeon is going to blow that pigeon away right now. Right. What a gorgeous pigeon. That is super. You get goosebumps handling this pigeon.
Can anybody guess who
Super
this
bird.
pigeon is in Loft Manager Richard's loft? American or Canadian, right?
This one's a Canadian pigeon.
Another Canadian pigeon. Mike Parrish wants to know what time is the race tomorrow? Any ideas, thoughts, guys, yet on what time Liberation will be?
Well, we got a basket in the morning and do the basketing show.
That takes what, 3 hours?
3 hours. Takes an hour and 30 minutes to get up there. So I don't know. I'm gonna think 2 or 3 o'clock.
Right. That is.
We're gonna hope maybe 4 o'clock. Not overly.
I'd say the other pigeon was a super, like I said, nice friggin' pigeon, but this pigeon is even more super nice at this time.
There's one extra thing that this pigeon does besides this kicking and fighting.
I like that grunting.
Oh,
that hen grunting. I like it. That's a hen.
The grunting is the best part of this pigeon. This pigeon completely talks to you.
Feel the feather on that again. That is just friggin'
This pigeon's got muscles. It's got buoyancy. It's got the back. It's got the vent bone. It's
God,
got the
man.
forearm. It's a hen. It talks to you. It's got a little bit of war paint on it. Got a nice rich eye. And you want to know the greatest part about it? This pigeon actually does have a story.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know.
This pigeon was always like this. Always beautiful. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I would let them out, or he would let them out, or we'd scare them off the roofs. This pigeon never lost flew once. Not one time.
Always go on the back of the roof.
On the back of the roof.
Yeah.
But from training, she never got lost. Just pick up, pick up, pick up. Now, this is the Knuckles. This is the great Knuckles.
Now, today she didn't score. Yesterday, did she? Wow, these races are so trapping, you don't know.
Tomorrow, this pigeon, I don't think I got to beat this one tomorrow.
I don't know. Who knows? Where is she? She's got a full wing.
She's perfect.
Yeah. Oh.
She's molded perfect. I mean, there's really almost zero flaw in this bird. And boy, you got such nice muscles, such nice feather. And she's real smart.
Yeah, we're not fooling around. Like the camera here can show not what this bird is.
So look when she come in. The only thing she was missing when she came in were her bars.
This is Knuckles from Lusitano Loft. Claudio, and I believe his cousin Mike, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that one, but Lusitano Loft, very nice.
She's super. I'm telling you, we can't explain on the show how this bird handles and feels. It's very, very nice. And she's already done. She's shocked a couple times, She's made it.
She's your best bird right now. And guys, for that $100 pick bird, I don't know. Even the same with the last one.
So this one's not picked?
I don't know. If they're not picked, pick this bird in the $100 pool, because one thing this bird knows how to do. If there's 10 birds that come on a drop, okay, this pigeon will be, if it's not first, it will be second or third. It'll be right there. This pigeon closes superb. She knows how to land on the pad.
The other thing too is you've got to remember, if there's 10 birds on a drop and she's in there, there's a reason why there's 10 ahead of 230, 200, whatever it is. There's a reason.
She's like Fergus, like Jackson, like certain birds. This pigeon knows when the time's over, I'm in. She's super at it. And you know what? Not all birds have this in them, but this pigeon has it in her. And she's so smart, this pigeon. I watch her. She's normally almost always landing on the pad. She gets real close to the building, and they can't touch her.
How much feed you got in her right now?
She's perfect for tomorrow. Just under a quarter crop.
Oh, perfect.
So speaking of feed, ABC Loft has a question. What's the secret of the art of feeding? What do they really mean by it?
It's very hard to explain. I mean, feed, it's kind of, you gotta, when feeding pigeons, it's like, for instance, me and him will have a laugh. We're gonna laugh. We laugh all the time. We have guys that come over. They have pigeons 30 years, 40 years, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years. They'll come in and they'll say, first thing you hear them say, if they know anything about feeding, when they say, my pigeons don't like peas. Right off the bat,
you don't know how to feed birds.
You don't know how to feed birds.
Done.
And again, you can take a Versalaga bag, a Van Roby's bag, a Byers bag, rip it apart, cut it open, and look at each grain. Each grain was put in there because that's what the manufacturers, scientists, the birds got to eat. And I see people buying certain mixes and so, I don't want that mix because there's peas. My birds don't eat it. Like I said, you look at my birds. They're eating carrots. They're eating this. They eat this. We don't eat. You don't get fed. If I put down a handful of feed for 2 pigeons, put 1 handful down. They clean everything up. Then I give them half a handful. They clean it up. I give another handful. They don't eat the peas, but they keep eating everything else. You're overfeeding. That's just on 2 pigeons.
If I can describe it.
It's too hard to explain.
I got my pigeons. Is that pigeon? Tell me, is that thing underweight?
Super weight.
Perfect weight.
Perfect.
Okay. How full is the crop? Quarter?
This one's quarter.
Quarter. Okay. I could have filled that sucker right up to the top. But I watch when I feed, and as I feed, I handle them. They're in the pail, I handle them. I go, handle this one. I feel the crop. Say, okay. Once they get to a certain fullness, I try and stop them. That's it. And you feel the body on this. Now, for example, I'm going to take a guy like you. Okay, for example.
Let me ask you a question. Okay. Forget talking about me. I'm fat. No, yeah, I know. No. I don't need to eat for 6 weeks.
So what I'm saying is, you could take a fat person and don't feed them like maybe no breakfast, no lunch, don't feed him no supper, and he's fat. And the next day you call him in at supper time and say, you missed breakfast again and lunch, and call him in. That son of a gun, he's going to run in and he's going to eat as much as he can as fast. And then if you're on the outside, folks, you could say, oh, you got him starved. Look at him. You're overfeeding. You've got him underfed. He's starved. It's bullshit. You got to learn how to get that. There's that. What should I say? It's a diet. It's a diet.
Yeah, but it's learning how to play the instrument. If I said to you, Richard, you're not allowed to handle any of your birds when you feed. You can't handle any. Mm-hmm. You can only watch and feed. Mm-hmm. I bet you could get all these birds, your birds, to the same fullness, because there'd be then other things you'd look for. Oh, I'm starting to feed, and guess what? Jerry goes in the corner and he starts cooing and spinning in a circle. And you start to look. One goes up to where the drinker
you
is.
came in last night and there was about 6. I was feeding. There's about 6 of them over on the end there. You showed it on the camera. They're playing around. The rest of them, they don't need no more feed. And sometimes, sometimes I
how
make.
did the birds trap today?
It's very
terrible.
Right. Terrible.
But to most people,
terrible.
To a lot of pigeon guys, they'd say to you, those birds trap like thunder.
Well, if we're putting up 230 birds, and 150 of them trap amazing, and the other ones, whatever, 70, 80, they were slow, whatever. The whole group is overfed.
Right.
The whole group. Done.
All right, Leah.
Right. Okay.
Take her away.
Okay, so on that note, that was Knuckles. Now we're going to grab the next one. How many more do we have to show?
2 more, Leah.
Okay, perfect. 2 more to show, guys. If you have questions, let us know in the comments. Tracy and everybody who's praying for me, thank you very much. I'm praying for myself. All right, on that note, Ryan?
Old Tinkerbell there, he's tippy-toeing now. He's not shuffling no more because he doesn't like it. We call him shuffles.
All right.
That was nice. That was nice. Now, feeding is an art. You have, and it takes. You don't just learn it. You play and you gotta make mistakes. I made lots of mistakes feeding. Lots of mistakes. It's like Leah. How do we say? It's like making a loaf of bread, or learning how to do something. You don't do it at once. And you can't learn it in a book. You can't listen to even us. You listen a bit, but you have to feel it. Feel it slowly.
Frank had a question. I missed it. Sorry about that, guys. It's getting a little overwhelmed with everyone's prayers. Frank, Igor, Ryan, do you know what's in the pellets in the Versalaga feed and the all-in-one?
I'd love to tell you, everybody, but you know what? I will, because I was at the factory and I did the tour there. Remember that, Lee? I wasted that day there. It was fun though.
Yeah.
The pellets is the dust from the feed, the flour from the feed, not the dust, the flour. So when everything goes through the bins and it shakes and it's cleaning and the corn's bouncing against each other and the peas are bouncing against each other and the hemp seeds bouncing against each other, it's all the chips that come off. You take it down in, they construct it into a pellet because a pigeon man looks with his eyes and says, we'll use the corn. The corn has dust on it, or the wheat has dust on it, or the barley has dust on it. But it's not road dust. It's the dust from the grains bouncing and chipping off, and there's a flour that's made. That's your pellets. So you know what I say? If the feed's nice and dusty, I get free flour with it.
All right, who do we have there?
Well, handle this bird, and that bird is just a little less than half cropped, about a third cropped of feed, which she's on her 8th flight.
In your loft, what a pigeon this is, eh?
Yeah, that's another nice one.
I had to. Well, we talked about it, and it's very rare that people have 2 good ones. But this one here is another one of those pigeons to me that's built the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the same as Knuckles. It's close, but not as good.
A little longer cast on it.
Longer? You feel a little bit more keel. It's got a nice...
It's right up there. It's right up on the 7th flight.
On the 7th flight.
Yep. It's about halfway up.
Canadian pigeon. It's a black one, so the name should give it away, Leah.
Anybody know? Frank's guessing. Frank says Jackson. No, not Jackson. He was a winner. Sorry, my dog wants to play here. Just give me a minute. He was hotspot number 3, 21-mile, 14th place winner. Oh, Michael Peevler. Got it right. Black Panther from Lusitano Loft again. That's right. Yeah, Frank Eichhorn, you're right. Black Panther.
So that's 2 from that loft.
Yeah, that's
Right?
two.
Yeah,
That's Claudio, isn't it?
Claudio. Yeah,
Yeah.
Claudio and,
That's
and his cousin.
his cousin Mike.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And his son. And they this pigeon here, another one I picked out. Very rare to get. It's very hard to get one trapper that traps real good. But this one is the same, almost the same.
Oop. There he is,
See.
Black Panther from Lusitano Loft. Very nice. Nice photo, too. Sorry, guys.
Beautiful pigeon.
Birds are chirping in the background. Very nice.
So a little bit of cowlick there in the back.
Yeah.
The head.
Intelligent. Again, he's very lucky, Lusitano. He's got 2 hens. 2 hens, and guess what? Both of them, when they come home, they like to go in.
I think Lusitano has 4 birds still left.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
In this.
I
Yeah.
think he's got 4 or 5.
Unbelievable.
And a first-year flyer, eh?
Oh, his first year, brand new. Brand newbie at all of it.
He's a newbie, all right.
Oh, well
But
done.
there you see. Gorgeous little pigeon.
Gorgeous.
Again, yeah, you're right. This one's not as muscular.
No,
it's longer.
she's more streamlined. Yeah.
A little looser in the arm.
She'll be better for, I think, the long end. A little bit longer. 250 to 300 miles.
Very nice and balanced. Little back.
Yeah.
Bang. Tight.
Yeah.
Fits your hand nice.
But then again, I like to only feed them. The old rule is, if you can give your bird a soup spoon of feed in the morning and a soup spoon at night, it's going to be perfect. You're going to be good. Some people can't do that, right? Or you regulate that crop. How much should be in? You have to regulate the crop.
Yeah.
Handle the bird. Regulate the crop. When the bird is, what should I say, ready to work, you regulate that.
Unfortunately, Troy, you had to correct me. Wait, round of applause for Troy Lee. Give him a round of applause.
Mm-hmm.
Give him one. Go ahead. Thank you, Troy. This is Claudio's 2nd year flying on the tin can. 2nd year in a tin can. 1st year at the Pioneer Village. So, Troy, Leah, round of applause for Troy. Give him another one. Troy, it's his 1st year flying at the village. 1st year.
All right. Black Panther. Very nice.
Very nice pigeon.
Take him, man. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
You got me licked. And guys, this is another one. All 3 of those pigeons, if they're not activated in that $100 category, you're not going to go wrong on these.
I got, I'm not going to knock, but I got very little pox in the mouth. Very nice and clean. Everybody's nice and clean. I don't know.
Listen.
So we're just.
I'm wheeling. I'm in a wheelchair wheeling through this, man. You see it. You come in my loft and you say to me like, "Holy!" And I'm getting a good result.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. I'm getting the result with what I'm working with. Mm-hmm. And I'm not. It's not knocking the birds. Just when you're not perfect.
But what you're talking is a result in 1 minute result. So this is very.
We're going to see as we stretch out. Can I keep up with you?
Yeah. So. She's gorgeous, this hen.
She is a sexy hen.
She is. Oh.
You know what's nice too?
I just seen her look there. She is just one. Oh.
She doesn't talk though, but she's nice.
Yeah.
Very
nice. Eye on her.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Next one up. I think we have one more to show, and then we're going to do the Jerry update, because I know everybody wants to see how Jerry is doing. Guys, if you have questions, now is the time. Yeah, the birds look good. They're coming along nicely. Very nice.
His bird's excellent. They're super nice. They're real nice. His birds, boy, I like mine. I love his.
And guys, you're going to get a chance to see all of our Pioneer participants tomorrow morning for our basketing show for the hotspot number 5, graduation, the end of boot camp. The kiddies are going to graduate. It's going to be emotional. Everybody bring the Kleenex.
You know, Leah, sorry, the pills get to me. These pills, I didn't fall asleep till 4, I think almost 4:30 in the morning, but that's no excuse. Will we train record tomorrow? You know how you always wonder?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Michael Peevler, is LMR feeding any veggies to the birds?
Nope. No veggies. For
He's
Ricky.
doing his LMR feeding program, and Ryan's doing his feeding program. So two different methods, so to speak. Oh, who do we
You
have
know,
here?
I heard Ramon's. What's your name? Ramen.
Ramen?
Ramen.
You call me
I
like
heard
I'm a noodle?
Ramon's comment there. He said Ricky's birds feel so smooth and so perfect. I'm competitive at this point, but showbirds don't fly, Ryan.
Showbirds don't.
No.
I don't believe. Oh, Jesus, man! You did it again to me.
No, but take a look at the health on those. The no pox, no troubles in the mouth, but that's a nice bird.
Oh, what an awesome
Yeah,
pigeon.
she did fall backwards there about a month ago. For some reason she fell backwards. She went back.
You can read it
health.
in the wing. You can read it in the wing.
Yeah,
Look at the wing. Look at the 3 flights here.
Yeah.
Look at here. She's not in the same spot.
Yeah.
A little bit off.
But then she came back.
Yeah,
Guys,
boy,
if you
did she come
can,
back.
in the comments, guess who this is from Lafayette Richards Loft. Is it American or Canadian, right?
It is
American bird.
American bird.
Yep.
This is an American bird. Michael Peeler says fuzzy. Nope. Very nice.
Just super condition. This one's got the most feet of them all.
Yeah, that one's a little more than half. But, when you're feeding so many birds by hand, you kind of sometimes, or it depends on how they come in. If they come in the first 40 or 50 birds and you got maybe 100 to come in, and then you got a bit of feed out, and then the rest come, you feed a little bit more, and next thing you know, they get a little bit more. But
Yeah, no pox, no nothing. Perfect.
no.
Frank,
And then now we're going to start.
Sorry, Dad. From the Green Loft. It's from the Greens Loft, right? Right?
It
Yeah,
is.
that's right. So now we're going to get, though, the evenings. This one here's got a flight there that's a little bit cut. Let me see. Open the wing.
Oh, there's no cut.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, yeah. Missed it. Cut it.
It's something. Cut the flight a little bit.
That's the number
Now
7, right, Ryan? Band number 7?
Yeah, yep, that's 7, Lee. You got it.
This
So
is
now we're going to.
Warfighter from Green Lofts, which is Mike and Heather Green. Winner 19th place in your hotspot number 4, 50 miles. Very nice.
Beautiful pigeon.
Very nice.
There was a theme, Leah, to tonight's birds I picked.
Mhm.
Does anyone know what the theme was? It's not Ricky.
Yeah, what was the theme of tonight's show and tell, besides the fact that they all came out of Loft Manager Richard's loft?
Boy.
So
Just what a pigeon, eh? This could be the best one of them all. I don't know.
I'll tell you the truth. I have a lot of darn nice birds. Unbelievable.
You do.
And I think they're going to start shining when we get out of this past 80 miles with a bit of headwind, a bit of heat. I think they're going to start shining, really shine.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just, but they're just like.
Sherry says Canadian. No, this one's American. Sherry, this is from the Greens, from Mike and Heather Green. The last 3 were from Canadians.
Yeah, this is again a very interesting story on that bird. Like we said, the bird fell off. The bird lost some of its weight. It's almost like it had it was like a 3-day.
About a month or so ago.
Yeah, like a 3 or 4 day. Like it just felt skinny. It just looked like dragging its ass. We said that bird there when we handled it. Well, this bird's never going to make it. But it just turned around.
Michael
She turned
Peebler,
around.
you're on fire tonight, Michael. He says all were mixed colors. No straight colors. That is correct. Michael, you're on fire. I'm going to give you a free pick, $10 pick for that one because you're participating and you're on fire. So $10 pick on us for your participation. As always, Michael, make your picks for tomorrow's hotspot. You get one free pick on us.
Well, he's right.
Yeah, Sherry, war paint.
We should.
Yep. Frank says war
We,
paint. Yep.
they were all nice colored pigeons, and nice to see colored birds were up at the front here in the sprints. That's nice. They're, I think, what all of them were money winners, weren't they all?
They were all. I think they were all money winning. Black. I think
Yeah,
so.
Black Panther,
Yeah.
Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Here is Heather. Here is the breeder herself. This kind of looks like War Ranger. Yeah, I think there's two that look similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong? Very
What
nice
a
looking
nice
bird.
pigeon.
Very nice. Daniel Herman. Yep. All have the war paint, and we love the war paint. Next time around, we're gonna have to show all blues and checkers from Ryan's loft.
I'm like a war paint free loft, and I'm the one. Well, we both like color. And you know what is so nice? Any guys. Before I get here, I'll give this to Dad. We need to see Jerry too.
Oh.
Any guy that I brought over and I blindfolded them, especially the guys who hate colored pigeons, when I put those in their hands, all of those birds, they'd never think they had war paint on them. They'd all say, "Oh, these are blues and checkers," and they take the blindfold off, and they'd be dumbfounded. The perfection in the hands. Now we got to see how the heart is. You know?
Yeah, I'd love to do that one day. You know, for the guys that come, like when we do the open houses, and like they won't even look at anything if it's got any kind of color. I'd love to just do the blindfold test with them and be like, okay, which one can you tell which one's a blue and which one's a color? Because you can't.
Yeah.
Heather
Very,
says that is the bird that she stole from Mike Green. Yes, it is.
you know what it was, Leah? Heather told me the secret, eh? She said she had to give Mike quads of wild turkey and Pepsi. She made him 6 of them, eh? Right when he started to wobble on the chair. That's when Heather did the move, eh? Gave him a little bit of baked beans. Warfighter was on her side. Good job, Heather. I did the same thing to Ricky time again, eh? Fuzzy's pick, for instance, eh? I picked that one.
There you go. We're going to have a look at Jerry now, I think. And then we're going to wrap the show up, guys. So if you have questions while we're showing Jerry, now is the time. And then we're going to wrap the show up because we have a very, very, very busy day tomorrow. Don't we, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say. We're airporting tomorrow. We're rate training. We're racing tomorrow. Loading tomorrow. You know what, Leah? I might stroke her out tomorrow.
Maybe. Me too. Tomorrow might be the day.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
As we wait.
As we wait for Los
Interestingly,
Angeles Richard to fetch Jerry, go ahead, Ryan.
we talked about it and just having a bit of fun. You did all the miles. You added up. You added all the 2 miles in because Win Campaign doesn't start accepting trainers until you get to like 20 miles. But you did all the 2 miles. You did all the 10 miles. Did all the 50 miles. Did all the 80 miles that we did. And getting into our first race, Leah, do you know how many miles the Pioneer Villagers will be on that road?
Oh, that's a good trivia question. Trivia question, guys. So let's see if our audience knows. How many miles will the Pioneers have traveled on the wing during boot camp heading into race number 1? Total miles on the wing, including tomorrow's graduation.
And FYI, I'll just give you a little, if they come good tomorrow, they're going to do at least 2 more rocks. So that's an additional 42 miles. Okay? So whatever your number is, I want you to add 42 to it. Put those in. If someone can hit the correct number, Leah, I'll give them a pick for free. Let's get the audience all fired up. Ricky's fired up. So am I.
All right, Frank Eichhorn guesses 475 miles. Nope. Henry says 500 miles. Tracy says more than anyone else. Well, Not sure, but let's keep guessing. Keep guessing, guys, in the comments. Total miles for the Pioneers on the wing, heading into your race number 1 this weekend, Friday. Exciting. 6:20. While everybody is guessing, you know what I'm going to do while everybody's guessing what the Pioneers mileage is? We did a little calculating what the other one loft races throughout, just in our area in Canada, um, did. So just to put in perspective, and then maybe that'll give you guys a hand in figuring out what we did. Ryan, did you send that to me? You did. Okay. So I'll give you the rundown here. Now, this is only based off of what we were able to gather from Wing Companion, okay? If the mileage wasn't on there, if they did a trainer and it didn't record, we could only go by what's listed on Wing Companion. So,
and hold
go
on,
ahead.
and just
Go ahead.
one more second. We did the in-depth research. We looked in the trainers, we looked in the races, we calculated the dates, we looked in the notes, we looked in everything. Because don't want to give false information because that's not good. And we're not here to not. This isn't for knocking. We're just giving you stats.
We're giving you stats.
Stats.
Yeah, we're giving you stats based on what we were able to calculate. If somebody
Before
finds
the
out
first
something
race.
different, let us know. This is just mileage, training miles put on the birds before the first race. The Salem, 396 miles total. Dutch Touch, 291 miles total. The Nova Scotia Challenge, I believe it's called, 318 miles. And the Golden Prairie one loft race, 208 miles. Right? That's the total for everybody else who's already started racing. Obviously, like there's a couple others who are still in training and we don't know when their first race is going to be, so we can't calculate that in, but that's everybody else's.
Yeah, and you know, if we were to add all up those miles from all those from each one loft, what do we got there? Let me just take a sneaky peek here on my. I think I calculated it up, or maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. Well, what's 300 and 300 is 600. That's 700. 8, 9, 10. That's 1,000. That's 1,000. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. All those one loft races, they trained a total to combined all of them before the first race. They trained 1,100 and change miles. 1,100 and change, and that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 one loft races. Put all their mileage together, you're at 1,100 and change. Anybody guess ours, Leah?
No, but we had some great guesses.
Good.
The Pioneers will have traveled a total of 800 Pioneer miles throughout our training prior to the first race of the season. 800.
Yeah.
Before race one.
If I'm going to say something.
I'll show the bird while you're talking.
That's not herding miles. That's not saying like we just put them in the truck and took them. Put them in the truck and took them. This is like
strategic.
Yeah, it's like we feel for the birds.
Yes.
Right. Like today, we felt for the birds. Right.
Remember our first 80 miles? We took them. We both looked how they came. We've seen birds that acted like they never acted like that. Was it proper the next day to crank them back out to 80? No. Ease them off.
Jerry went today for the toss.
He's the man.
Hey, but he wasn't right there. He's only got feed. Today he's got less than a quarter crop of feed because his eye, one eye, I don't know if you can see out of it because of it's closed over. So he's not as sharp in the tray. But if you close your eyes,
I like it. I like this pigeon.
And feel this bird. He is.
Beautiful. Before we take a look at Jerry, we want to say a big congratulations to all of our Pioneers. Frank Eichhorn says, way to go, Pioneers. And on that note, for anybody that wants to come and say that our race is the most expensive race out there, all I have to say is my loft managers and our pigeons outworked 4 other one loft races before race number 1. So I don't know about us being the most expensive, but I do know that we work the hardest. On that note, speaking of hard little workers, there's Jerry. This is our what, 3-week update, Ryan? 3 weeks now?
Oh, week 3, I'll tell you, he coos around in the loft. You know, he's like he's got a fancy hairpiece on.
You're 100% right. His one eye is almost closed. Don't try and force it. Just leave it.
I'm going to show you the back of his head still.
And his crop, 2 weeks ago, he was drinking, and the water was running right out of his crop.
His beak's not even on straight.
No.
There you can see his eye a little bit better this week. It's not as swollen. But what a nice
I almost think we should, I don't know, cut that skin, because he lost, the skin came off his scalp, went down over his eye, and then it kind of like, I don't know.
We're going to ask Dr. Daniel. Dr. Daniel Herman, paging Dr. Daniel Herman. If you are in the house, let us know what you think about Jerry and maybe a little bit of plastic surgery. We could fly Dr. Daniel in. Could perform it on Jerry. He looks great, honestly. I'm not. Yeah. Is it a boy or girl? Is Jerry a female?
That's a cockbird.
Cock, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a cock. And if I can say something, I'm watching him fly around here. And Leah, you won't believe it. He flies with his head sideways, like a bit like he's looking only out of one eye. Yeah.
He's awesome. He's
feather condition,
awesome.
very nice, very well put together bird.
And he healed up nice there in the crop. Nice.
Yeah, you know what? He's
got a toupee on now.
I don't think we're going to take him to the 80 miler tomorrow. No.
I don't think it's fair for him.
Look at him.
No.
Look at his poor. No, what? If you put your hand here,
you know what we'll do?
I don't think he can see out of that eye. I think he's done. I watch him fly. He flies with his head
sideways,
kind of sideways, looking out of one eye. Again, nice feather. And his feed, you know, he's only got
almost all the same. They're almost all the same. And that, you know what? It's an art to feed all those pigeons. Feed them all the same way, and get them roughly close. It's the whole thing is to get the army feeling the same. And you've done an excellent job on those, right? 10+ job. And Jerry there, look at him. He's got a $20 band on him. Jesus.
And he's cooing in there. I see him cooing for a hen. He's going.
We'll take him with the late birds tomorrow.
Again?
Yeah, let him go with the late birds. Because he'll be before the race, so it won't scan in.
So there we go. There is our 3-week update on Jerry. Go, Jerry, go. We are rooting him on. Okay, guys, I think we're all going to get a nice early night's sleep tonight because we have a very big day, exciting day tomorrow for our graduation, hotspot number 5, boot camp graduation. Get your cheer signs ready. These birds deserve it. They have had quite the last 5-week training journey. They've done great. We're super proud of them, and let's hope we can do it again tomorrow. Back to you, Ryan.
So I want to say a couple words. The birds that came today, they came very well.
Super good.
From that 21 mile spot, 23 mile, whatever. But I have to say, I'm pissed off because
tomorrow they're gonna come
no, wait. When they came, if they go around the tree once, they're overfed.
Right.
I'm going to get back to you. So I'm pissed off at that, right? Yeah, right. When I see that, I get pissed off.
Tomorrow you're going to beat me.
No, it's not about beating. I'm just saying the group as a whole
but we talked about
too much fly, and I'm pissed off. I don't care if 100 birds trap quick.
But why are we going over the same? Why are we running over the same?
If 200 came, 200 should trap the same, not half of them.
Okay, well, you know what? Next time adjust it. That's it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's why it's called training. That's why it's called training.
Whatever I'm saying. If anybody thinks it was great, I'm sorry. When I seen it, it was crap. Because I seen 12 birds come, and then another, whatever I said, 30 or 50, and then those 12 joined up with them 50, whatever. Then they went around the tree twice. Boom, crap.
Hey, you know what? Maybe tomorrow they'll do better. Watch out. Better watch
Dr.
his
Daniel
head.
says that Jerry is going to be okay and he needs a helmet like my poster. I agree. We're going to have to start up a little GoFundMe for Jerry's Dr. Daniel helmet, coming to the GoFundMe site soon. All right, Jay-Z. Jay-Z, good night. I think I'm going to pass out. You and me both. Leah needs some Tylenol. Okay, guys, on that note, well, how many earplugs?
I had an earplug within an earplug.
You
Leah,
had your
Leah.
earbud in and your headset in at the same time. Ryan needs to go to
Leah,
bed. Ryan needs to
Leah,
take his blood pressure and go to bed. And I need a
these drugs
Tylenol.
really, these drugs really got a hold of me.
I think they got a hold of Ricky. Is it a
Leah,
full moon? Is it a full moon
he didn't
tonight?
get.
Can somebody
I
tell
did
me?
one thing wrong. I went out and grabbed the
That's
birds like
okay.
we want to
That's okay.
show.
That's all right.
Off the top rope, off the top, and then when
It's
we were
okay.
adding mileage, guys, you should have seen we were adding different rates of mileage, and he goes, "You just went off the deep end. What are you
It's all
talking about
right.
mileage? That's not
It's okay.
mileage." He was going
Char-
nuts.
Character building, folks. This season is all about, what is it again? Positivity and character building.
I hope he wins tomorrow.
Daniel Herman guessed 907 miles. 800, Daniel. 800 miles.
That hurts
Pioneers
me. I
will
want
have
to go more.
completed 800, and they did a great job. All right, before he comes back, we're going to end this. It's been a great show, guys. Thanks for your patience, your comments, and your support. We do appreciate it. Oh, Daniel added them up, so we were wrong. Daniel came up with 907, so we shorted ourselves 107 nautical Pioneer miles.
Hey,
Thanks, Daniel.
listen, Leah, it's true. It's official. What are you and me horrible at?
Math.
Okay, we're horrible
Terrible.
at it.
Yeah, we're horrible.
We're complete garbage. But Daniel Herman, he's a doctor. He knows how to add this stuff up, man.
Not only is he a doctor, but he's also an accountant. Daniel, you're the best. Thank you very much. So our bad. Take that. One loft races out there. 907 miles, baby. And it only cost us one trip to emergency. Well done, Ryan. On that note, tomorrow's big race day. Get your cheer signs ready. We're going to sign off for tonight. Get your pick birds in. Get your $100 pick birds in for race number 1. It's going to be a fun week. I'm Leah. That's Ryan. Loft manager Richard. We don't know where he is, but
he's on the mower. He's riding around the
he's
yard.
riding the mower. Perfect. And we will see you guys. See you tomorrow morning. Ryan, what time tomorrow are you going to start this fun?
I don't know. I guess I gotta start around. I gotta start before 9 because it's 3 hours to load. So I'll start around 9.
9.
I think 9 o'clock is good. You know, I hope I can sleep tonight, but you never know with these pills. And thanks everyone for all the get wells and stuff. I appreciate it. And like we say, when there's water running, Leah, you know what that means? Shut the systems down, inch by inch, brick by brick, mile by mile. La da dee 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 da da dee. This is real racing. And thank you to Daniel Herman. Pioneers are going to hit 907 miles before your first race. We know one thing. Richard, Lee, and myself, we don't work. Those goddamn pigeons do. Thanks for flying with me, guys. Bye for now.
Good night, everyone.